Welcome. This is Stephanie with Growing from the Woodpile, and today I am going to give a garden tour, but I'm getting ready to start seeds. Getting some soil moist in there, some seed starting in there that was with boiling water to take out the gnats. But we are going to see what's growing in the garden. I think it's January 5th. Besides weeds all over the yard. I got some marigold down here that came up all by itself, and then these are the Haas Mamma Mia over here. Another, this happens to plumeria. This is normal, but they will come back. He will come back. Another marigold over here that did its thing. Finally, I do have a jalapeno pepper that's putting on some jalapenos. That's good. Even though we're at the end of the season. This is the Tabasco pepper plant that's, gotta figure out what to do with him. Over here is some struggling hatch green chilies, just waiting for these last few. And then I think I'm gonna try to trim him down. I think I was watching Jock in the Gardens videos, and he overwinters his pepper plants. But then you have to stop watering the bed. And I think that's why when I overwintered before they died. Because once you cut them down, to their stems where new growth is, you don't want to drown their roots. So he's good to watch. Over here is a mixture of peppermint and, what's that called? Lavender. Strawberry plants hanging on, basil plant hanging on. Oh, there's some green onions back here I need to harvest. They're huge. Did notice the chamomile plant is finally enjoying life a little bit back here. Another marigold that came up by itself. And then it looks like several of the strawberries in this section has died. I am also needing to take records of my planting space because I need to get ready to plan out this next 2023 garden. All right, these are peas down the back. I'm pretty sure when I planted these, I had a bag and I had harvested seeds and just planted willy-nilly. Carrots are going to seed here. These are huge green onions that I need to harvest and do something with. Over here is a ginger mint plant. Don't recommend him. I've never gotten enough of these. I think he has a problem. I don't know what his problem is. Of this pineapple mint to know if it really is any good. Got some rosemary right here. Did use some of it for my turkey at Thanksgiving. These are all peas. Green onions. Did a video a couple weeks ago on unclogging the green stalk. And now I've put this mesh up top, so hopefully it prevents it from clogging up. Need to get out here and reseed. This lavender plant is doing good. I've been harvesting some of that and making some tea out of it, and I'm doing it for health reasons, but lavender tea tastes like soap to me. Saving these seeds from this lemon basil. Got some green onions coming up. Got a few spinach from when I planted before. Got some kale that doesn't actually have any aphids at the moment. I need to go through here and harvest some stuff for my son's girlfriend. She has a turtle. I don't know why I said turtle. She has a turtle? Tortoise? Something. And it likes to eat stuff out of the garden. We got a bunch of romaine in here that's doing well. Looks like something's been munching on my romaine, which is fine. All these damaged ones I can harvest for her turtle. Over here, got some spearmint that has struggled. The drip line over here has got a clog, or somewhere it's not getting water. But with the amount of rain we have, he's doing okay, but I need to get in there and fix that. Red noodle beans I never harvested. Looks like there is quite a few of my very favorite tomatoes. If you watched any of my videos, this plant now has been here over a year. Black cherry tomato, Looks like he's almost getting ready. More basil. I just leave the basil for the bees. Another green stalk. These are bok choy, and I guess I don't know what bok choy does, or toy choy. Do they get seeds, or is it already gone to seed? Do I need to harvest these? I need to do some research. Always research. I probably should research it before I plant it. And this over here, I don't know what he is either, but he looks like he's already gotten flowers. So I will harvest it for the turtle. Looks like we did get pretty cold, down in the 30s, and this what's it called, milkweed has frosted and maybe probably died. This right here I really thought was chamomile, but he looks more like dill instead of chamomile. Which is right here. Yeah, it says chamomile on the tag down there. So confused, because chamomile don't look like that. All right, moving on. Bees I never harvested. Basil that's dying. More of these beautiful Napa tomatoes that I need to harvest and eat. I will eat these raw. I quite like these. Over here, more basil, Swiss chard for the turtle. Yeah, I just haven't done any maintenance. This is the okra plant. He needs to be pulled anyways. Basil, been there 2 years. Dying pepper plants. Probably onions and garlic, my first time. It says a sweet pepper Italiano. A lot of these are turning yellow, they just get too much water. And I've turned off the drip because we've had so much rain. Parsley. Found out the turtle likes the parsley. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Tomato, tomato, tomato. This one has tomatoes on him. It's probably the biggest tomato I've ever grown. I've not been a successful tomato farmer. These are one of my favorite peppers over here. So I will plant more of these by seeds. This was a habanero. This is like a jalapeno that's not hot. These are Liaison, Leysa. And even though they look a little weird, they are sweet and I like them. Garlic with a little bit of lettuce spread in. And it looks like a tomato plant that wanted to do his thing. Another okra. Over here, the roselle has died. I have no idea what's down in there. I think it was maybe potato plants that want to come back. I'm curious. I want to know now, once these dry out, can I get in there and harvest the seeds? Or looks like there's seeds in there. Have they already opened up? But I would like to save some of these roselle seeds. Even though I didn't do a whole lot with them, they're pretty and I like them. So I'm going to plant something pretty that I like. Takes up a lot of space. This is the mouse melon, kiki melon. I just don't ever get out here and harvest them. I don't know if they're frozen or any good. He's a viney. He's not that pretty. A dying some type of pepper plant. This is opal basil alley. I'll fold over, but he pretty. Tomato plant that's falled over back there. I need to prop back up. And more green onion. Still seeing I'm having a cat problem. I need to try to rectify again. Good thing I love my fur babies. More peas and peas and peas and onion. Looks like a tomato plant. Again, I didn't plant those. They just came to life on their own. Aren't these just a pretty little flower? So like them. And pepper plant there. See, this looks more like what the thing that I thought was chamomile. This looks very similar in its head. And see, I think it's dill or fennel, and yeah, can't be dill. This might be dill. Let me smell it. Definitely doesn't smell like dill. So it must be fennel. And I don't know. I just let it do its thing. More pepper plants over here. Looks like I do finally got one red one. I like bell pepper a lot, so I do plant a bunch of them. More tomatoes and more onions. This one was self-seeded by itself. This one I bought from the nursery. They're so thick and bushy, these ones I bought. Coming down to my favorite chair, which I need to use more. I haven't really got a chance to sit. This is tomato plant bought from nursery. I thought they were more of an indeterminate, but I wonder with winter if they just get stunted. 4 o'clock, onions, struggling pea plants that was choked out by the other roselle over here. More pea plants and onions. Another tomato I didn't plant. I think this is a daikon radish in here that self-seeded itself. Yes, I do think that's the case. And one there. And just gonna let him go a little bit longer. Looks like there's 2 in there. I had daikon radish, I saved seeds, and then I think it kind of did its thing. Look at more of these pretty purple ones. Hopefully they taste good. Oh, look. See, here's the little baby ones. My first peas. Right here, so they're yellow. So pretty. Carrots that seeded themselves when I let them go too long. And let's see, let's just pull one. Little baby. So they're gonna go longer. Hopefully there's not too many in there. I never did thin them out. They don't look horribly overcrowded. Maybe they do. We're just gonna see what we get. Found some tomato back in there. So I really need to go through with my list and make a list of where things are, what I'm gonna tear out, so I know what to start planting. Still can't get over these, how pretty they are. We'll head up front for just a little bit to the front flowers that aren't... Oh, we got one more section over here. One more over here. The roselle hibiscus that has died that I want to save seed, but it's been so wet, I want to let them dry out. And then there's the curly leaf parsley. All right, let's head up front. Up front, got the aloe vera that's doing well and making little pups that I need to pull out. But it is starting to get its flower here. More aloe vera plant. I did have to go back and put more soil in them, but I do need to pull these pups out. Over here, Fay rose plant. I just name it after my sister. It's not a rose plant that's actually called Fay. I got some flowers going on here, I hope. I feel like this is either some daisies that I planted. This looks like a zinnia. I did plant something else in here that I'll have to find what they are. But yeah, Fay rose plant should be big and beautiful right now, and she's not. Coming over here, this is a lot of calendula that I need to go through and thin out, which I did a few here and then I stopped. But got some zinnia that's self-seeded. Probably need to pull some of these heads off, see if it will do more of its thing or if it's just done. But this is all calendula from one plant. Do got an nasturtium right down in there. But this is just nice that it all seeded itself. I think I did plant the nasturtium, but everything else I didn't plant by seed. And it filled out on its own. Well, thank you for coming and watching this video. I'd said in earlier videos, I'm just going to start setting goals. And my goal today was to find my seed starting stuff and start seeds by tomorrow. And I've made a good start on that. And hopefully within a week or two, you'll see some seed starting videos. Thank you for learning and growing with the Woodpile.